Hello everybody, how's it going? Today we'll have problem number 29. Problem number 29, it's to print the final grade of the students. We'll ask the user to insert number between 0 and 100, and according to this number, we will print the final result of the student. So how are we gonna solve this problem? First, we'll start with this function, read number in range. We already took it before. In its parameter, it has from and to. Let's open and see what's inside it. We declare a variable named grade, okay? After that, we use do while loop. Do see out, please insert a number between 0 and 100. This is first thing we want the compiler display this question for the user. For that, we use do while loop to first do execute this question for us and take this number that the user is going to insert through the console screen, or the student is going to insert through the console screen, and store it inside grade variable. And come here to check the condition. While grade less than from, which is less than 0, or grade greater than 2, which is 100, please repeat this question to the user on the console screen. Why? Because we don't want the user or the student insert a number out of the range. We want the user or the student insert the number in the range, which is between 0 and 100. So this is the first function, read number in range. We want the user insert number in range. If it's out of the range, we'll keep going to display the question more and more over and over again and again to the user on the console screen. And after that, we create another function. We name it get grade results. You can name it whatever you want. It's from char data type. Why char data type? Because the final grade or the final result that we printed of the students, it will be A, B, C, D, E, or F if it's less than 50. All right, let's open this function. What this function take grade, which is the number that the student insert or the user insert, and let's open and see what's inside it. We use if else statement. Okay, we use if else if statement. So if grade greater than or equal 90, we will return to the student on the console screen, or we print A. And don't forget, with the character, don't use double quotation, use single quotation. Why? Because we return character, not a string, and this function from character data type. Okay, else if grade greater than or equal 80, return B. Else if grade greater than or equal 70, return C, so on until E. If the grade greater than or equal 50, return E, else return F, otherwise return F. Okay, and here in main function, what we have, we just create this string. Your final grade is, we call the get grade results, and we put inside its parameter read number in range, and we put the range from it represents 0 and to it represents 100. And once we did run, the compiler got to read number in range, display the question for the user, take the grade, store it inside the grade, check it if the grade in the range or out of the range. If it's in the range, take it to the get grade result and check this grade belong to which letter. And all the time, once we did run, the compiler start from the right to the left. Why the compiler start from the right to the left? Because the call stack of C++ compiler C++ starts from the right to the left, and also according to the compiler. Each compiler starts differently. But here now, the compiler starts from the right to the left, and also according to calculation priorities. So let's do run to check it out together. Perfect. Once we did run, the compiler display for us the question. Please insert a number between 0 and 100. For example, if I insert -1, compiler will display again for me the question. Why? Because this number -1 out of the range. If I insert 101, also the compiler will display for me again the question. Why this happen? Because we use do while loop. Do first display for us this question. After that, take the grade, which is the number now that we insert as a user, and check it with the while. If the grade or this number in the range, complete the process. If out of the range, display again the question for the user as the compiler did for me right now. So let's say that my grade is 49. 49, of course, less than 50. So the compiler should print for me, or the final result, final grade, it should to be F. Your final grade is F. But if you did run again and insert, for example, 90 or 91, please insert a number between 0 and 100. Let's say it's 91. Your final grade is A. So that was problem number 29. It was about to print the final grade of the student according to the number of the student, or according to the grade of the student. All right. So that was the lesson of today. See you next lesson, next problem. Ciao.